guys, it's Kayla and welcome back to Love Tangle. Now, really quick aside here, I don't know if you guys knew about this game or not, but a game called Mystic Messenger just came out for iOS, which is what I have, so I could finally download it, and it's so fun. I only played it for like 15 minutes, but it's so amazing. If you guys have heard of it and want me to play it, please comment below and let me know. I'd be interested to see if you guys would be interested in a series on this type of game. Anyways, back to Love Tangle. Last time we saw the boys in action in their workplaces and how passionate they were, and now we are back at work, so let's get started. Alright, it's time for breakfast. I head for the leopard area and prepare the cubs' breakfast as soon as I get to work. Not quite there yet, am I? They still don't trust me. All I can do every day is give them their food and clean their pen. It doesn't feel like the distance has closed between us at all. Timo said this would take time, but even though I've come and shown myself time and time again, morning, day, and night, they don't even recognize that I've come to give them food. They just huddle together in the corner and stare at me. I'm not scary, really. Here, I'll leave your food right here. Is there some way I can get them to relax when I'm feeding them? Timo told me to speak to them a lot, but the cubs just continue to stare at me. And if I talk to them too much, they just growl at me. This is pretty tough. I droop my shoulders and let out a deep sigh. Timo's not here today, so I can't talk with him about it. How can I get along with these cubs? With no idea how, all I can do is get more and more down. Without any ideas on how to get along better with the cubs, I head back to Lilac Court in disappointment. Welcome back, Kayla. Hey Josh, mind pouring me a cup of coffee? I'd be happy to. Josh starts preparing the coffee. I catch a whiff of the beans. The smell of coffee really calms me down. I find myself letting out a deep sigh. What's the matter, Kayla? Things aren't going too well at work. I can't come up with any good ideas about a problem I'm having. I'm starting to doubt if I'm really up to this. I don't feel like I've made any progress after all this time after all. But no, I can't think like that. Not when I've just started working again. Well, there'll be times when work does not go well, of course, especially when you've just started. Perhaps simply noticing that is a sign of progress. Thanks, Josh. You're right. Noticing these things is really important. I'll try to think on it more then. Really though, that's all I can do. And besides, I should be able to see Timo tomorrow. He'll definitely be able to give me some advice. There's gotta be something I can do. Alright, I'll talk it over with my boss tomorrow and do something new. That's the spirit. With a smile, Josh hands me the coffee I asked for. Oh, it smells wonderful. After a deep whiff, I start drinking. Phew, I'm glad I stopped by. Sorry for venting. Oh, I didn't mind at all, Kayla. Thanks, Josh. I finally bring myself to smile. Huh? That smell. Something good smells like it's coming from the kitchen. Oh, the kitchen's a little in use at the moment. It smells so good. I'm feeling pretty down, but I guess my stomach won't let me stay away for that long. I shrug and let out an awkward smile when Josh responds with a soft smile. That's a sign of good health, I'd say. How about having a change of pace? A change of pace? Yes, one that will fill that empty stomach of yours. Not quite sure what Josh is getting at, I follow after him. When I follow Josh, he takes me to the kitchen, where Carlo is standing before a large amount of ingredients, wearing a reluctant expression. Sorry to disturb you, Carlo. Oh, hey, wait, Kayla's with you? What brings you here? Sorry to interrupt. Are you working? Yeah, I'm thinking up a new recipe. For whatever reason, I tend to think up good ideas in here. So I asked Josh to let me borrow the kitchen for a little. And didn't you say you wanted a girl to help you, Carlo? At Josh's words, Carlo's purple eyes take a shine. Oh, this cute girl's my new helper? Now that's lucky. Carlo certainly shows his happiness in a theatrical way. However, I have a request to make. She just came home, so please feed her while you're at it. But of course. Josh pats me on the back. Well, that's good to hear. I think this will really lift your mood. Well, it's a rather appealing invitation. Well, I'll leave you two to discuss what you'll do. With that, Josh leaves us behind and heads out of the kitchen. Alright, Kayla, so I'm thinking up a new recipe, right? And having someone around is really helpful. And since you're my helper, Kayla, well, that's even better. After all, I think we'd be able to have lots of fun together. Now, I'd love to ask you to help me, but what do you want, Kayla? Do you want to be my helper today? He asks, and I say, I'd love to help you. I'd love to help you, but I don't know if I can do it. I mean, I don't know anything about cooking. Don't worry, really. I'll only have you do really easy stuff. I guess the hardest part would be talking with me as we go and keeping the conversation going. but I really don't need to worry about that with you, Kayla. Just talking with you like this has always gotten me in a better mood. Oh, Carlo, well, I think I can handle that. Naoki'll show up in a while too. The two of you can taste the recipe when it's done. Oh, thanks! This is a real deal. Getting to see how you cook up close and tasting a brand new dish, I feel like I've come out on top. Right when I think that, my stomach growls. How embarrassing. I was so worried about the leopard cubs that I hadn't eaten much for lunch. Since I calmed down a little and I'm surrounded by such a nice smell, my stomach finds itself responding the only way it knows how to. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You know what they say, hunger's the best spice. Want a little bite before we get to work? Really? I can have some? I look at Carlo, positively glad. It'll be something really simple though, is that alright? Of course it is. Oh, thank you. Carlo's really nice. I keep my eyes on him as he starts to cook me up something good. Your stomach sure gave a little growl. Oh, well, the kitchen just smells so good, Oh, don't bring that up anymore. Making up some weird excuse, I shrink back a little. When I do, though, Carlo pats my head. Nah, that's not what I'm getting at. I want to say that it really feels worth it making this food. He speaks gently to me, looking me right in the eyes. This is kind of embarrassing. Am I embarrassed because my stomach growled? No, that's not all. It has to be because Carlo's trying not to make me feel embarrassed. Well then, Princess, are there any foods you don't like? Well, I don't like lemons or citrus stuff too much. Really? How come? I'm not good with sour things, I think. I see. Very well then. Carlo pulls something out of the refrigerator and closes the door. Wait, why'd you take out a lemon? I just said I didn't like them. You don't like them because they're sour, right? But I can't help but think that's a bit of a shame. So I want to challenge myself to make you like this lemon sourness. You can do that? Make a sour lemon tasty? Really? I'm a little intrigued by Carlo's suggestion. Yeah, I can, so just leave it up to me. Alright, looking forward to it then. Excited, I watch and wait while Carlo cooks. Just what's Carlo gonna make for me? I'm guessing that all the lemon-based stuff you've eaten has really been focused on the sourness, so that would be why you don't like them, but if I take some of the focus off of that sourness, you just might end up in love with the more delicate side of the fruit's flavor. I'll lighten it up with the lemon sourness with some butter, but I'll make sure it still keeps that acidic touch. If the sourness is all you can focus on, you'll lose sight of the real taste of the meal. So with this recipe, I'm hoping you'll be able to see how tasty lemons really are. Now that does sound nice. It'd be good to just like one less thing. It really would be, and if I can help you with that, well, that'd be wonderful. Oh, Carlo, he's being so considerate. I can't help but put a smile at Carlo's considerateness. Alright, it's ready. A chicken sauté with lemon sauce. Wow, it looks delicious. Go ahead, dig in. Thanks, Carlo. Unable to help myself, I reach out to the meal. Oh, it smells so great. I didn't know lemons could smell like this. Voicing my joy, I cut off a piece of the chicken and chomp down on it. This is so good. The sourness is so pleasantly subtle. The tiny bit of sourness makes me pull back a little, but at the same time, it teases my appetite even further. It's really, really good, Carlo. I'm unable to hold my praise in. Wait, maybe I should have held it in a little bit. Looks like it was worth making then. Carlo lets out a pleased smile and looks at me with happy eyes. Huh? Oh, as his nearing purple eyes steal my heart away, Carlo's long fingers touch my lips. Carlo? What? Is there something in my mouth? Don't worry, just stay still. He whispers to me in a soft voice and slowly runs his finger along my mouth. His finger, it's on my lips. My heartbeat leaps up and I can't look straight forward anymore. Thanks for getting so into the meal, Kayla. Well, it's really good. Really? Glad to hear it. You know, you look really cute when you're eating. Carlo. When I return my eyes to Carlo, still nervous, I see his smile back at me so sweetly I feel like I'll get sucked into it. Oh, what am I gonna do? I've never heard anyone say that to me before. How should I respond? My ears are so hot. If it was tasty enough for you to get sauce on your mouth, I think I can expect good things from this sauce. There was sauce on my mouth? I'm sorry. I'll take my time and eat a little bit slower next time. Oh, I can't believe it. I got so nervous. But Carlo was just being nice and wiping my mouth. How embarrassing. Let me hurry up and finish this. Feeling Carlo's eyes on me and my heart thumping, I hurry through the meal, savoring the flavor as I can. Then, when I had to finish my meal, sorry I'm late, Naoki appears in the kitchen. Huh, Kayla? Yeah, I'm having her help me a bit. That's so. Hey, Kayla, your face is red. It is? Has your fever come back? I'm fine, really. I just got a little nervous. Nervous? Well, I'm gonna help a chef as talented as Carlo, so it's not like I don't feel like that, so I'm not exactly lying. I straighten up my back and look at Naoki. Well, if you start to feel ill, rest up. I'm here to help Carlo too. Oh? What? Nothing, just I thought you're being pretty nice to Kayla. It's not what you're thinking. She was bedridden up until recently. Worrying's only natural. That's Naoki for you, ever dependable, always lending a helping hand. Don't you think so, Kayla? Naoki really is dependable. Yeah, Naoki's really dependable. I feel like he's really looking out for me. I think so too. Naoki keeps a close eye on people, in a good way. He's not too good with words though, so he's sometimes hard to understand. Glad he's getting through to you though, Kayla. Naoki's a friend I'm awfully proud of. If you're in the market for a boyfriend, I'd recommend him hands down. Huh? Boyfriend? Naoki? I look at Naoki to see him saying something bashfully to Carlo. That's really quite alright. Aww. Well, going out or not is up to the two of you, but I think you'd go well together. Naoki thinks it was the best choice. Oh, you know, when Kayla was watching your event, she seemed really moved. So, Kayla, since you're in the same apartment, how about learning some calligraphy from Naoki? How about teaching Kayla how to cook, Carlo? Naoki, come. I'm trying to get you to sell yourself a little bit more here. I'm not that big of a deal. Carlo doesn't let Naoki's whisper slide. Not that big of a deal. With regular private events that big, it's not like they're running them because I want to. Well, yeah, but they run because I and a lot of other people want to see you when you work, you know. Yeah, that's right. I'd really like to go to the next one, if there is one. See, Naoki, Kayla's one of your fans too. Yeah, you looked wonderful when you were writing, Naoki. I could really tell why everyone's a fan of yours. See, Naoki, what do you think? About what? Well, you know, I'll drop it. It's not something I should be the one to say anyways. Carlo shrugs and smiles. Well, since Kayla's finished eating and Naoki's arrived, let's get to the real cooking. Get ready, you two. I'll leave your aprons here. With that, Carlo lends me Naoki aprons. First, wash your hands. Make sure you're really clean between your fingers. And so begins Carlo's attempt to grapple with a new recipe. I wash my hands and try to put on my apron. Huh? What's wrong, Kayla? Well, I can't really figure out how to put this apron on. They're pretty hard to put on when you're not used to them. Naoki says, washing his hands in the sink after me. These are meant for professionals after all. Pass me your apron. Sure. Alright, hold still. I hand the apron over to Carlo and he swiftly wraps it around me. Oh, there's that citrus scent of his again. Then he quickly pulls away from me and ties the strings around my waist. Professional aprons have long strings. Since you're so slight, Kayla, they're a bit too long, huh? After he looks at the knots in his satisfaction and pulls away, I can't help but let out a big sigh of relief. There you go. Carlo's movements are swift, deft, and take almost no time, but to me, it feels like a long, long time. Thank you, Carlo. I calm myself down as much as I can and thank him. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it right here for now, after our little moment with Carlo. Sorry this was kind of a shorter episode, but I'll make the next one a bit longer, and then after that, we will be into Naoki's route completely. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!